In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a slip knot when you're starting your crochet projects. There's lots of different ways to do it, and this is the way I like to do it best. I have here just some bulky yarn and a K crochet hook. You can practice this on any yarn you like. Just make sure it's kind of like a simple yarn, not too much going on with it like sequins or different thick and thin textures and things. This is a good yarn to learn on. If you're not sure what hook to use for your particular yarn, check out the yarn label for the recommended hook size and start there. You'll be just fine. So what I like to do when I'm making a slip knot is to grab a little bit of yarn, and depending on your pattern, you'll leave yourself a little bit of a tail. Now, if you need to sew something together later, you might leave yourself a much longer tail, and you can use that tail to sew two pieces of crochet together, for example. But for this tutorial, we'll just leave a little bit of a tail. This is about 6 to 8 inches. And again, there's lots of different ways to make a slip knot. This is just the way I've always done it. I find it to be super easy. And when I was learning, it was easy to remember as well. So all you're going to do is leave yourself a little bit of a tail. Let that kind of come down the front of your hand. Next, you're going to kind of pinch it with your thumb and your index finger, and then wrap it around 2 to 3 fingers like this. And then just kind of pinch it with your thumb. And then next, you're going to take this yarn and kind of pull it off of your fingers. Take the yarn. Now in crochet and knitting, the yarn attached to the yarn ball is called the working yarn. You're going to take that yarn. This tail we're going to just kind of scoot out of the way for now. You're going to take your working yarn and you're going to wrap it behind your loop that you just made. And I kind of hold it in place with my fingers. Now take your hook, reach into that loop that you just made and bring up a loop. And then you're just going to kind of let everything fall down and then just pull it tight. Okay, now you can see our loop is pretty big still. So to kind of snug it up, what you're going to do is take the two ends and just kind of pull them apart, and then that will snug it up against your hook. And that's it. That's all you have to do to make that slip knot. And then you can start crocheting and do whatever you like. The next step usually of a pattern is the chain. Be sure to check out my chain video. So let's go through this really quick once again. I'm going to go through it a little faster this time. Leave yourself a little bit of a tail. Let the tail hang down the front of your hand. Take your yarn that's attached to the yarn ball, the working yarn, wrap it around your fingers. You could do 3 fingers. You could do 2 fingers. It's totally up to you. Wrap the yarn around your fingers to make a loop and then pinch it in place with your thumb. Gently pull that loop off. Take that same working yarn, go behind that loop. You can kind of hold it in place with your other finger here. Take your hook, reach in, bring that loop up that's in the middle, then kind of drop it down, and then you can kind of pull both of these strands down to snug up that knot. And then to get it up against your hook, I like to just pull this apart and it'll snug it up there against your hook, and you're ready to move on and make your project. So that is how you make a slip knot. Super easy. Again, there's all different ways. If you do yours differently, share in the comments below. I love to hear how everybody does everything. Thanks so much for watching, and be sure and click the subscribe button to get all the latest sparkle and splatter video updates. Bye everyone, and happy crocheting!